Hello everyone, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. Yes, it's 2 games in 3 days. West Bromwich Albion in the FA Cup 5th round. I'm here with Lee, I'm here with Rob. I wasn't going to do Rob Lee, but we'll do Lee Rob this time round. Yeah, it is the preview for the West Brom game.
It's even a good result even if we get a draw against Southampton. Because that's a terrible place for us to go to. It's been a long time since we last won there. We've only won once at the St Mary's Stadium. That was back in 2004, Souness's first game in charge. So yeah,
there's the start.
Calm down,
There's the start.
Stephen Carr's the last goal of his career, as it turned out as well.
No drive shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had a bit of dip on it, but it stayed low. Yeah.
But in going back into this West Brom game, you know, Newcastle have just come off a 0-0 draw against Burnley, haven't scored in our last 4 games, and it's just the mood's a bit down at the minute. Could an FA Cup win just give the whole city a boost going into the rest of the season?
Of course. We dream that we might earn a trip to Wembley. I'm not counting the 2 trips that we went.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
I have a dream.
I'm not talking about the 2 trips we had to Tottenham away 2 seasons ago and last season, because they weren't really merited. Before Tottenham moved there, you earned your trip to them. You earned your right to go there if you qualified for a cup final, FA Cup semi-final. I really want to get there because for so many years now I've resigned myself to thinking that we're not going to win a trophy in my lifetime. I still don't think we'll win it, but it's just to have that hope. We're not going to get there unless we need that hope to be there in the first place in order for us to win it. So let's get the hope in and let's go from there.
Yeah, for sure. Lee, changes. Will Steve Bruce make any changes? Do you see Joe Linton staying in this team, or if ASM is 80% fit, do you start him?
I don't think there'll be many. I think you will play Dubravka, because I know Darlow's been rotated. I think you've got to play a stronger side. I think ASM, if he's 80% fit, I think he'll start. I think he will. I think if he's not fully fit, I think he'll be subbed off later. The only thing I might see changing is possibly centre midfield again. Can Shelvey play 2 games in the space of 3 days?
Who goes in there with Hayden then?
Possibly. Is it Bentaleb come back in? Is it Sean? Matty obviously is not getting a look in at the minute for whatever reason. Maybe that's a contract thing, I don't know, but I can't see being too many. I think Bruce has got to play stronger side.
How big of a game is this for Steve Bruce, Rob? Because there was boos at the end of the game against Burnley for not getting all 3 points. He goes into this game as Newcastle's manager, he's got them into the 5th round, regardless of how he's made it to the 5th round. He has got Newcastle to the 5th round for the first time in a long time. If he gets this win, do you think fans will give him more time just to kind of ease off him a little bit?
I think a win will definitely ease pressure off him from the fans, based on the fact that it's been 2006 since we last reached the FA Cup quarter-final, so there's still that hope. But at the same time, from a board perspective, I don't think his job is really in doubt, because what the board are seeing, they're not seeing the performances, they're not seeing the style of play. What the board are seeing is 14th in the table, 5 points off relegation with 10 games to go, and on that basis it's alright when you look at it like that. So I think as far as the board are concerned, Steve Bruce's job is safe. So for me personally, I'm not really thinking about Steve Bruce leaving or what the club will be like post Bruce.
It is a big week though, Lee, because West Brom, potentially if you could end up with the quarter-final, 1 game away from Wembley, and then you go back onto the Premier League. This could be a real breakthrough moment for Newcastle from now to the end of the season. Look, we didn't expect Watford to beat Liverpool. We arguably didn't expect Bournemouth to get a point against Chelsea. It's almost reiterated the fact that this season is definitely still not done. We just need to be safe, and let's try and get through the FA Cup and make this a successful season in Newcastle terms.
You could also flip that and be the worst week of a season as well, because we get put out the FA Cup and we'll lose to a place where Rob's already mentioned the history stats don't lie. We're woeful at the Dell and St Mary's. I remember Matt Letizia ripping them apart and going all the way forward. Now Danny Ings is in form, so it's one of them, and it's going to be one of those weeks where if we get through the FA Cup and nick a point at Southampton, I think that'll be a good week. But then again, it's so like Newcastle, West Brom flying top of the Championship, we could lose both games. Pressure mount then, doesn't it?
What do you expect from West Brom, Rob? Because top of the Championship, the FA Cup's a distraction for them. The Southern Villagers said they're going to make changes. They did lose to Wigan at the weekend, a 0-0, and no one really expected that. the priority is promotion, and does that fall into Newcastle's hands a little bit?
Yeah, I think in a sense, when you say it like that, West Brom will be focused on promotion on their league campaign, because it's not, even if they beat us, it's not as if they're going to win the competition. It's not as if they're going to have a lovely day out on Wembley. I think the lovely day out that they...
Sorry, Rob, it's just this guy just walked past us, and you would have thought...
It distracted me as well.
Honestly,
yeah.
it was like we were in the zoo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just like... Anyway, you were saying about West Brom.
Yeah, West Brom, their lovely day of their season will be, or at least they'll be aiming for, will be promotion. They're not thinking about an FA Cup semi-final, they're not thinking about FA Cup final, they're not even thinking about winning the FA Cup. So I think, when you say it like that, the game is in our hands, considering how desperate we are to progress and how likely we're going to be in playing a strong lineup.
Prediction, Lee, on Newcastle going through at the quarterfinals?
I think we'll go extra time. Luckily I'm staying over, so I don't have to get any rush back, but I think we'll go extra time and then to lottery. I'm so 50-50 on this game, I can't make my mind up, but...
You're sitting on the fence.
I am sitting on the fence, but I have said it'll go extra time. I'm not you know. I'll say yes for the crack, Howard.
What's the score?
I'd love to say 0-0, but no, I want to say goals, 1-1, and we'll go extra time, then we'll win. Penalties.
Pens.
I think we'll go all the way.
Rob, what about you?
I think 2-1 after extra time. I've thought that all week, thinking that West Brom were probably going to put out a strong lineup, but after their little defeat yesterday against Wigan, I can see them actually focusing on the league a bit more. So I think I'll change my prediction. I'm going to say 2-1 after 90 minutes.
I'll go 2-1 after extra time. I think we'll be there very late, and you'll see all the videos very, very late.
You were down there this week, isn't it?
There is. There's me, there's Lee, there's Sam, there's Kyle, there's
everyone
Paul.
except me.
Yeah, so basically Rob just doesn't want to support the team anymore.
I'm at York. I'm at York commentating there.
So if you get bored of Newcastle, you can always follow York, you can hear Rob's voice as well. But yeah, get your predictions in. Would you play whatever your strongest 11 is for the game against West Brom? Does Martin Dubravka start and goal for Newcastle? And does Alan Saint-Maximin replace maybe Joe Linton in the starting 11? Get your comments in. Remember, we'll be at the game against West Brom, and Lee will be with Owen on Saturday for the game against Southampton. So yeah, get all your comments in, like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll see you at the Hawthornes on Tuesday night.